Today, I'm going to be talking about something that affects many of us. It's something we don't really want to talk about and we don't like to hear about it, but it's something that we must change as soon as possible. Those are the habits, really bad habits that are keeping us from having financial freedom, and they're keeping us on the same place year after year. If you have been wondering why your bank account isn't reflecting your efforts, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Victoria Ku. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are coming back, then welcome back. I'm a homeschooling mom of four and a digital marketer. So if you're interested in learning how to achieve time and financial freedom through digital marketing and affiliate marketing, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll get notified as soon as a new video is out. So in this video, what we're going to do is that we're going to break down the 9 habits that are keeping you poor. And at the same time, I'm going to give you some actionable tips that are going to help you break free from the poor mindset. The first one on the list is living beyond our means. I know it's really difficult to not want to keep up with the Joneses. We want to keep up with everybody else. We want to have all the luxurious things you see everyone has on social media, or that your neighbor has, or that someone in your family has. The thing is that it's really easy to get into debt just in order to impress others. Overspending what we have can lead to an endless cycle of debt, and it's going to create a lot of stress for you and your family. So the key here is to live within your means, to live with what you have. And I've noticed that one of the things that helped me a lot was to create a budget and to know exactly what my expenses were and how much money I was getting in. And I'm not telling you here to live below your means forever. What I actually mean here is that you sacrifice a little bit for a while so that you can start investing, so that you can start creating other sources of income that are going to allow you to have the luxurious life you want to have and that you deserve to have. So number one is that you're going to identify every unnecessary expenses that you have and cut back on all of those unnecessary expenses. It can be memberships that you have that you don't really use. So here's a little tip on how you can stop overspending, and that has helped us, and I hope it can help you too. It can be the Starbucks coffee you buy 2-3 times a day. Maybe you can cut back on that, and or simply go as your budget allows you to. Create a realistic budget that's going to allow you to save some money and to start repaying all of your debts. The important thing here is that you create a strong financial foundation. And in order to do that, you need to prioritize your needs, not your wants. And the wants are the one that you're going to have when you start investing that money that you're going to save. And this is the exact same method I use in order to start creating other income streams with my husband. We had a really tight budget and we were able to start investing and creating other sources of income with the money that we saved. Okay, next up is lack of financial education. It's not a surprise, but when we go to school, we don't learn anything about financial education. Many of us don't know how to manage our money properly. And it's because we were taught that we only have to go to school, get a job, buy a house, and all of that. But we haven't been explained how we can do all of that with an income that doesn't even allow us to repay our debts. So financial literacy is extremely important here. And one of the best ways you can do that, and the way I started educating myself, is by reading books. And some of the best books that I have read about personal finances are the books from Rich Dad Poor Dad. And you can start up with the book that's one of the best beginners books for personal finances. So the most important things you need to understand when it comes to financial education is investing, budgeting, and building wealth. And the more you understand those terms and how to manage your money, how to use your money, and how to make it work for you, the better you'll be equipped to make financial decisions. And you'll notice that making an investment won't feel as risky as you would have felt if you didn't have all of that information. Procrastination is another wealth killer. Delaying very important financial decisions can have a really bad impact in your future financial situation. If you don't start saving early and investing early, it will be harder later on. And it will take longer for your money to start building more wealth for you. You need to break free from the habit of procrastinating in when it comes to your financial future. One of the best things you can do is set realistic goals, set long-term and short-term goals in order to start a financial freedom life that you want. Just remember that the earlier you start investing your money, the more time your money will have to grow more money. Another common habit that keeps people poor is not building other sources of income. Relying on one source of income is not going to take you far, especially if that income comes from you exchanging your time for money. Your time is limited, and there's a limit on the amount of time you can work in order to make money. So it's so important that you start saving and investing your money to build other sources of income. We were there a few years ago. 2019 was a year we lost the only source of income we had. I was a stay-at-home mom with no income. My husband was the only one bringing an income home. And one day he came home and told me that boss simply told him to not come back without even paying him. We lost everything on one day. And that's when we finally understood what building multiple sources of income meant, why it was so important to have multiple income streams, not one or two, but multiple income streams, so that if we lost one income source, we would still have the other income sources bringing income for us. I don't know if you know, but my husband has a cleaning company. And what we did is that we started having contracts, and we made sure that we didn't have big contracts. So we have small contracts here and there with different companies, so that if one client decides to end our contract, we will still have the other sources of income from the other contracts. And the other way I started personally building more sources of income was online. I started my online business to build other sources of income. The best part about the online business is that I get to make passive income stream. I don't need to exchange my time for money. And I have an automated system that helps me make money even if I'm extremely busy with my family. And I'm even homeschooling my kids, and I still get to make money while homeschooling. So that's a plus for us. And being able to have multiple income streams as a big family is super important. So if you want to learn how to get started with affiliate marketing and build multiple income streams online, I have a completely free training. I'll leave the link down below on the description. You can get instant access by simply clicking the link there. Another bad habit keeping us poor is the fear of investing. And here again, I will go back to financial education. If you're not educated, you will feel that every opportunity is a risk. But if you educate yourself, when you know what you're investing in is a crucial part of building wealth. Investing doesn't need to be complicated, and you don't need to know everything about it. So what you can do is search the help of an expert or of someone that really knows what they're doing and start investing with their help. Next up is mindless spending. Sometimes it can simply be going to the dollar store or getting a small coffee at Starbucks. They don't seem like big expenses, but if you do make those expenses daily, you'll see how much they add up quickly. By becoming more mindful of those small unnoticed expenses that can add up really quickly, spending habits, you're going to be able to notice where you are spending unnecessarily and redirect back that money into your financial goals. And as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't mean that you'll have to cut on your expenses all the time. It means that you're going to cut on those expenses for a short period of time to start saving, investing, and then that money that you're going to invest is going to bring you more money, which will allow you to have everything you want. And if you find it really hard to track your expenses, keep a little journal where you write down every little expense you do every day, and this will help you notice where you're spending your money. And if you want, you can also have a little budget for those little pleasures that you want to have, like a Starbucks coffee or a little donut or whatever you want to have. You can spend however you want. Next up is ignoring your debts. Ignoring your debts is not going to make them disappear. So you need to create a plan to start paying off your debt and start off with the debts that have a higher interest rate, especially if you have debts with your credit cards. Credit cards interest rate is extremely high, so the interest rate can add up really quickly. So make sure you start having a plan to pay off those debts and little by little pay all of your smaller debts. There are also options like debt consolidation or taking a credit line with a lower interest rate. When I was in really bad debt with my husband, we owed a lot of money. What we did is that I took a credit line with a lower interest rate, pay off my credit card, which had a higher interest rate, and that allowed me to pay less interest on the credit line. So this is an option that I can give you. It's just a little tip that could help you pay less interest. That doesn't mean that you have to get into more debt with credit lines, but use it in a smart way so that you can start repaying all of your debts and start investing your money. Another thing keeping you poor is not setting any goals. You need to be able to define your long-term and short-term goals in order to know exactly where you're going. Because if you don't have a goal, if you don't set any goals in life, you won't know what to do or where to go. Having a roadmap, having a plan is going to help you stay motivated and focused on your goal. So I don't know if you know about the SMART way of setting goals. So SMART, it's for specific, measurable, relevant, and time-bound goals. So when you set goals, make sure you use that SMART way, and you're going to see how easier it will become for you to set goals. The other thing that has helped me a lot is building a vision board. So if you're the kind of person that prefers to have a vision board to see where you want to go, to see what you want to have, create a vision board, print pictures or write down notes of what you want to achieve, and you will see how this can really help you achieve your goals. Every time you feel that you're not motivated, that you're not having any results, or that you're not having the results as fast as you want, just go back to your vision board and you'll see how much it's going to help you refocus your goals. And lastly, a scarcity mindset can limit your financial potential. Believing that every opportunity that comes your way is a scam, or that you cannot do something, or that you don't have what it takes to build a business, or that you are not able to make a certain amount of money every single month, it's actually going to reflect on the work you put in. So it's super important that you change your mindset. There's a lot of books, podcasts that you can listen to and read that can help you unblock that mindset. And I also have a video where I talk more in depth about mindset and finances, and it's called Change Your Mindset, Change Your Finances. I'll leave the link down below so that you can go and watch it if you want to have a better mindset when it comes to finances. Breaking free from those bad habits takes time and effort. I'm not going to say that it's extremely easy because it's not. It took me a few years. If you take daily action, it's possible and the rewards are worth it. And don't forget that it's never too late to start changing your financial situation. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments, and I really appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next video.